Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovation. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Yes, greetings, family. Greetings, my brothers and sisters out there, wherever you be tuning in. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do something real interesting today, but real brief. And I just want everybody to be able to share and like. But before we go into that, the topic for today is, if you are not healthy, then you are a liability, and learn to lead in your field. Now, in the science and studies of numerology, numbers can reveal the possible ailments that can be attracted to you and that can bring certain health ailments towards you. So it's very important that you pay attention to the numbers that you're born under, and also the zodiac that you're born under. But I'm going to specifically deal with numbers in this segment. And also, we're going to talk about lead in your field. What is your field? What is your field of expertise? Or what is it that you gravitate to? See, numerology and astrology and these various modalities can help give you that guidance, even if you don't really get it at that time, even if you don't really bear witness, because some of us has never really been probably pushed by our families and our friends and our relatives to pursue certain goals. But usually what you would lead in your field would be, and what I mean by field, I'm talking about your field of expertise, your field of talent, your field of your gifts and your skills. And you got to be willing to search and find it. It's very important that we all learn to search and find it. So, get ready. We're going to delve into that, but I do have to big up some sponsors, of course, and make sure that everything is going well. First and foremost, want to let everyone know that I will be speaking at this particular event. This is called the Natural Mystic Affair, Divine Madness, and it's brought to you by I Am Ascension Temple of Love. And it's the sponsors and the producers is Tassili's Raw, of course, Tassili's Raw Cafe, and Sacred Secret is the host of it. But I will be one of the featured speakers, speaking on spirituality, mental health, and well-being, of course, coming from my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability. Hey, Benita, how are you, my sister? Benita Sutton, how you doing, my sister? Also, boom. And remember, that date is going to be from September 10th, 11th, and the 12th. But I will be speaking on the 11th and the 12th. I think I'm doing 30 minutes each slot. So there'll be other featured speakers. I don't know who else will be there, but that's what I'm hearing. Also, boom, Sunday, September 26th, our dear brother who just celebrated his birthday yesterday, the one, the only, Billy Carson. That's right. We will be there. He will be speaking. He will be the featured celebrity speaker on that day on September the 26th. That's Sunday, September the 26th from 3 to 7 p.m. And guess what, family? I will be making a guest performance. Simon Anthony Brown Templar, or Simon Templar, a.k.a. Anthony Brown, or Anthony Brown, a.k.a. Simon Templar, or known as King Simon now, because King Simon Production is my group and my business. 90s reggae dance hall artist performing live and direct. That's right. I will be making a featured performance on this stage right here with Billy Carson. So I will be performing live. So make sure you are there. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia for the Altar Candy, I will be there live and direct on September 26th. And of course, and I just want to remind people that on my particular program, King Simon Presents KSP TV, I will be interviewing Dr. Alicia Watkins. That's Dr. Alicia, Coach Alicia, the one, the only wife of the one, the only Boyce Watkins. She's a relationship coach. She's a licensed therapist. We're going to be speaking about the alarming state of Black love in these times. That's happening Sunday, September the 12th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So, yes, I'll be speaking over here on the 12th, but I'm going to be speaking early. And then I'm going to leave and go home and go deal with this particular subject with our dear Dr. Alicia, who is a relationship coach and a licensed therapist. I'm gonna see if I can get a guest co-host. I'm gonna see if my friend Lioness Crown want to join me on this. That would be fun because Lioness Crown basically knows Boyce and knows Alicia. So I'm gonna see if she wants to join me on this interview because the relationship is very interesting. And maybe she may not, and I might see if Empress Aisha want to come back aboard and do it because I know we've been trying to set up a program for her. So we're gonna work on that and keep it moving. Also, one of our new sponsors, Susie Scripts. Those that are writers and authors or journalists, if you need a good editing service for authors, journalists, bloggers, and more, you can give Susie's Script a call or an email. You can email her at susies.scripts11@gmail, or you can call her at 914-361-9467. That's 914-361-9467. And please let her know that King Simon sent you. All right. Please tell her that King Simon sent you. All right. If you want to show some monetary love, please, by all means, if you enjoy any of the shows that you watch on my shows, on my YouTube channel, whatever, you can actually support Carbon Royalty at Cash App $3158. That's $King Simon 3158. And of course, www.paypal.me/King Simon. That's www.paypal.me/King Simon. Also, another great sponsor of these particular shows is the one, the only Camille Orta. That's Camille Orta. She's a licensed real estate salesperson. And you can contact her or text her at 718-916-9129. That's 718-916-9129. If you want to find out more about buying and purchasing real estate, you want to get consultation about purchasing real estate up the East Coast, this sister can help you. Also, another one of our sponsors, boom, is the one, the only petalwise.com. This is petalwise.com. Great products for women that are going through fibroid issues and various other issues. Please show the sisters in your life some love. And they also have some great antiviral products for men and women, unisex products. So make sure if you want to buy bulk, make sure you support by going to www.petalwise.com and use the 10% off coupon code. That's King 2021. That is my 10% off coupon code to help all you sisters that are suffering from fibroid problems, tumors, or whatever, or you may think you want to do some preventative counseling. Dr. MJ can help you out. Make sure you give them a contact and go to the website and support them. All right. Better Health might be coming back on, but I'm going to shout them out anyway. Better Health Shop. Make sure you support them. Better Health Shop. That's 1-800. Make sure you give them a call. They got some great products for, of course, the new season, the flu season coming in. Of course, they got burdock root, they got sea moss, they got monatomic gold, colloidal silver. betterhealthshop.etsy.com. That's betterhealthshop.etsy.com. 1-800-820-7822. That's 1-800-820-7822. Give them a call if you want some products you want to order for yourself, and tell them again King Simon sent you. Of course, got to big up my dear teacher, one of my teachers, the one, the only Lloyd Strayhorn. That's right, Lloyd Strayhorn, world-renowned astronumerologist. Sign up for his Udemy course, and to enroll, you can go to his Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. That's his website, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. And of course, make sure you tell them King Simon sent you also. And remember, myself and Lloyd are on the top 100 list, ranked amongst the top 100 numerology books of all time. Myself, Lloyd Strayon, and myself. His first book, Numbers and You, is ranked number 8. His other book, Lloyd's Book of Numbers, ranked number 32. My book is ranked number 30 amongst the top 100 numerology books of all time. And that's only that book. I don't even know how my other book is doing. So I got to go check on that. And also, I do have a course if you want. It's already uploaded. It's 8 hours of a holistic numerovational course. And once you buy the course, it will be yours to listen to at your convenience. Take your time and watch it. Get your notebook, pad, and pen. If you're interested, it's back to its regular price. That's $222.22. That's $222.22. Believe me, 8 hours. Serious about learning numbers and how to expand their mind and studying numerology. But from my perspective, I call it numerovation because I want you to be able to participate in being a solution for other people by at least showing them how to be motivated by their numbers. So that's what I teach, using numbers to motivate you. All right. Boom. These are my books. Of course, no promotion is bad promotion. All publicity is good publicity. Numbers are simple. People are complicated. Numbers are simple. Our children's health is important, and numerovation for mental stability. Those are my books. And if you want to go straight to the links to find out the direct links, please, family, you can go to my link tree. I will put the link tree up there right now. Boom, there's link tree / King Simon the Numerovator. That link tree / King Simon the Numerovator. Make sure you get the books via there. And if you want to do a session with me, please text me date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347. If you live in Europe, if you live in England, if you live in the Caribbean, if you live outside of the USA, U.S.A, please use WhatsApp and text me via WhatsApp. It's free to text me via WhatsApp. And of course, you can pay via PayPal at paypal.me / King Simon. Cash App, of course, if you have access to Cash App, that's $ King Simon 3158. All right, so let's get into the program. And it's going to be very brief. And this is the topic of the program today. This is the topic of the program in today. And if you do have questions, you could put it in the comment section. Let's see if I can get y'all in the comment section. That'll be beautiful. If you do hear me clearly, please put in the number 1. If you hear me clearly, put in the number 1. That's if you hear me clearly, put in the number 1. Those who want to get on my website, please, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Join my website. That's where I put up blogs and different information. And of course, you can find out my whole bio, which is just part of my bio because I've done much more stuff prior to all of that. You know what I'm saying? So also, numbers are simple.com. That's numbersaresimple.com. That is very important. Numbersaresimple.com. So everybody's saying, okay. Thank you to all those that have put up the number 1. New Waters 2020. Nana Akosa, Okosa. Big up to you. Of course, Benita, big up to you. Sealy, what's up? 15, big up to you. And you won't be seeing me because I'm doing it from my phone, and I'm just gonna just break down some stuff real quick that can help you, give you guidance between this topic and this topic right here. Between this topic and that topic, I'm just gonna bring some light to what you can do if you choose to do it. What you can do for yourself if you choose to do it. Now, this particular topic, very important because if you don't take care of your health, you can't do anything else. If you don't take care of your health, you can't do anything else. And what do I mean by that? I mean, taking care of your health, mind, body, and soul and spirit. There's multiple ways to take care of your health, family. Multiple ways to take care of your health. And it's very important that you recognize the way. And that's why, if you look at this picture is a picture of course, off of a sea, off of a lake or river. And I think this is in New York, but this is the picture of the person bowing their heads is a friend of mine's, Aton Edwards, who is a disaster preparedness expert for many years, almost near 40 years. This brother's been doing it. But I didn't want to touch just from being in the disaster perspective, but also being a human perspective, being a brother and a sister. Because if you're not healthy, then you are a liability. If you're not healthy mentally, spiritually, physically, you are a liability to those people around you. And that's very important to recognize. And sometimes you got to look yourself in the mirror and actually meditate in that mirror and ask yourself, are you are you healthy to be an asset, or are you unhealthy? Multiple levels. And are you a liability? Are you always getting into arguments? Are you trolling? Are you doing negative stuffs out there on the street that you don't realize that you're doing? Are people constantly seeing a certain pattern of gossiping and telling untruths and all those type of things? And even in the science of numerology, you can pick those things out because every number has a duality. Every number has its highs and its lows. Every number, according to my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, every number has four paths that they can take. Four paths, four humanly physical paths you can take. You could either be constructive, you could be obstructive, you could be destructive, or you can be complacent. Those are the four major paths that I talk about in my book and give a meaning to each one of those things: constructive, obstructive, destructive, and complacent. So please, family, you got to really look at yourself. And if you are not healthy in every level, and I'm not talking about you thoroughly being healed, at least strive to be healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually, on those levels. Because if you're not that in your family, amongst your friendship, at your job, then you become a liability to your family, your friendship, and your job. And then people should dismiss you or stay away from you until you get yourself better. Just real talk. Some of us, as you can see, has become very narcissistic on the social media end. Everybody wants to get shine and want to get this look on a negative when, people, ego has its negative and its positive, because every one of us have a certain amount of ego. But are you exuding this egotistical part of you on a positive or negative? Everybody wants to shine, but are you shining on a positive light or a negative light? Are you the solution or are you the problem also? And are you one trying to be a solution orientated person, but still acting like you're a problem? Oh, I see this on social media all the time. People claim to be this, and that on high levels and higher thinking, but yet on the other hand, they're negative, or they have a negative outlook about certain things. Or the other side of them, they have this Jekyll and Hyde mentality. Whoa, see, people don't talk about Jekyll and Hyde. There's a Jekyll and Hyde mentality going on out there. There's a Jekyll and Hyde, and every one of us have it. There's people that sometimes they can be very peaceful in certain ways, and including myself. We all have it. We all have it. But it's about maintaining your positive strengths and maintaining your strengthening your positive strengths and starting to maintain your weaknesses and your negative weaknesses, because we all have negative and positive within us. We all have it. There's nobody void of it when you're in this particular realm. Now, are you going to reveal your negative and positive? From the energy of negative and positivity is not bad and good per se, but when it becomes humanized, then it becomes bad and good, low and high. So we got to pay a witness. So again, I asked the question, and you should ask your question: If you are not healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually, then you are a liability to your friends, your family, your associates, your mate, your relationships. It's being real talk. And going into the next topic I wanted to talk briefly about, this one is called lead in your field. Excuse me. And what do I mean by leading or lead in your field? You can only be a leader in your field if you understand the field that you are in. What lane are you in? What is it that you attract to you all your life? That people say to you, yo, you're good at that. Even if you're good at talking, even if you're good at observing, you can turn that into something of value. That can be turned into something. You know, even if you're good at listening to other people, maybe you're good at dancing or singing or something that you've always wanted to do in all your life since you was a child, but you never pursued it because hobbies can be turned into businesses. Many people are musicians by hobby, but if they decided to jump that threshold and turn it into a business, it can be. So you would do what you love to do and turn what you love to do into something that's tangible and that can be helpful to you and your family. So lead in your field. So what I mean by lead, because lead comes from the word leader. So you got to be able to want to step in front and be the trailblazer of whatever talent and gifts or skills that you have. And each one of us have a talent and gift and a skill that we were born with. Don't be under any illusion. Don't claim that you don't have, because some people actually talk their way out of their greatness. Some people actually talk their way out of their leadership quality. Some people actually talk their way out of the field that they're supposed to be in or the lane that they're supposed to be in, when you need to talk your way into it instead of talk your way out of it. And the only way that you're going to build up this leadership quality, whether it's on a high level or low level, you have to put in this necessary work. And if you're not willing to put in this necessary work, then it's up to you. That means you're going down that unhealthy road and you're becoming a liability. Now, I'd rather be an asset than a liability. How about you? How many of you in the chat right now that are watching me right now, wherever you're watching me on YouTube or Facebook, wherever, how many of you would rather be a solution, an asset than a liability? Everybody put in the number one. How many of you would rather be an asset than a liability? Everybody put in that number one in the comments. If you would rather be an asset than a liability, put in that number one in the chat right now. How many of you would rather be an asset to society, an asset to your family, an asset to your job, or an asset to your business? Asset. How many of y'all would rather be an asset than a liability? Come on, let me see you. Let me see those numbers. Put in the number one if you'd rather be an asset. That's right. I see a whole bunch of people that would rather be. So if that's the case, family, how many of you would rather see some of your family members that you know that's probably been under some hard that now a lot of us have family members, family. A lot of us have family members that has become a liability. You might see them always coming to ask you for something. You might see them to always come with some negative story. They're always going in and out of prison. They're always going in and out of relationship, doing all kind of things that is just not what they were since they were young. One thing I like about what Dick Gregory said, and Baba Dick Gregory said something real clear at a lecture that myself, and I'm going to say a lecture that myself and a few other people produced. Dick Gregory said something very key, and I've said this before. And at that time, Queen of Fool was the opening act, and also Brother Polite was an opening act at that time. So, what's so interesting? That Dick Gregory said on the stage, and I'm referring to everybody that y'all see on social media that's going through any type of ups and downs. Really important, because if you are not healthy in mind, body, and soul, then you are a liability and not an asset. I don't care what you say and how many people you say you help, but if you are not striving to strengthen your strengths and manage your weaknesses, you are becoming a liability, sometimes without even you knowing it. It happens. It has happened to me in my relationships with my past, to the point that I almost thought about taking my own life. So I know this thing could be real. And I still have to work on myself constantly, brothers and sisters. I have to listen to motivational speakers in the morning. I have to do at least some basic exercise, my 100 push-ups, and get my squats in, or whatever I got to do to keep my mind right, and listening to the Reverend Ike or the Ian Levanzano, or listening to Nickel. I have to do this. But going back to Dick Gregory, Baba Dick Gregory said something real key one time, and he put all of the children in the audience on stage with him. Baba Dick Gregory did this back in 2013, because 2012 we had Paul Mooney, and then 2013 we brought in Dick Gregory. So back in 2013 in May, around Malcolm X's Earth Strong, we had Dick Gregory at this Muslim center in Brooklyn over there, the Enlightenment Center over there in Brooklyn at Akbar Hall on Bedford Avenue. And Dick Gregory said this. He pulled all the children on the stage, man. And this was so pure. This was so honest. Dick Gregory pulled all the children on the stage and told the parents, look at these children. Look at them carefully. So everybody looked at them. Everybody was silent. Dick Gregory was speaking. Baba, boy, I miss Baba Dick Gregory because he was so enlightening. Dick Gregory was speaking, and he said, do you see on this stage pimps, hoes, molesters, sluts, and all the other deplorable things that our society has become? And everybody in the audience said, no. Looking at the children, you will not see that in them, because they're pure, they're honest, they come through with their own journey. Dick Gregory said that. And he said after that, he said, well, guess what? These children don't become this until after they've come through you. This is what Dick Gregory. So he was basically blaming the parents for what the outcome of their children becomes. So even the people that you see on social media, including myself, are the products of parents. And before that, they were the product of their parent. And before that, they were the product of their parent. So if the cycle of liability doesn't stop, we will continue to keep on creating liability, or people that are liabilities instead of assets in our family and in our community. So what you're seeing out there amongst all the so-called leaders and all the so-called this, finding out about molestation and children, this and all the kind of foolishness going on, that's a product of parenting, a product of family, a product of not having loving parents to give them guidance. Because children that you see come out your womb, you don't expect them to be pimp pushers or molesters or rapers and all that. I'm sure even Hitler's mama did not expect Hitler to be the person that he turned out to be. Even the worst criminals' mama did not expect them to come out to be and turn out to be the worst person they are. And there are anomalies out there. Let's be real. There are some anomalies out there. Let's be real. There are some anomalies out there. There's people that have been through some atrocious problems and issues with family, mother, father, not having a mother, not having a father. Some been raped, molested, all that kind of stuff, but yet turn out to be great people in life. But Dick Gregory pegged it so eloquently, you know? So again, I put this banner up because if you're not healthy on multiple levels, if you're not healthy on multiple levels, then you're a goddamn liability. And I strive to be an asset in my community and not a liability. Again, I strive to be an asset in my community and not a liability. And I'm so goddamn good at what I do. I led the field in what I do, especially in promotion. Especially in promotion, in my own lane, doing what I do. Was there other great promoters around me? Of course there was. I would never deny that. But in my own way, many would tell you, especially in this quote unquote conscious community, because like I said on Brother Sarnetta's show recently, consciousness is something that's being aware of something. So everything that's alive is conscious. It's just conscious in its own predestined programming. The bird is conscious, the fly is conscious, the ant is conscious, the bee is conscious, the spider is conscious. Everything is conscious. So this quote unquote conscious community is bullish. That's bullish. We ain't got no conscious community. Ain't no goddamn conscious community. We ain't built no hospitals. We ain't built no schools. And they called it a conscious community. Jewish got a Jewish community. Italians got an Italian community. Chinese got a Chinese community. We ain't got no goddamn conscious community. We got a bunch of people that talk and pontificate and do all kinds of crazy shit on excuse my language, do all kind of crazy stuff online, and then we call it a conscious community. It wasn't even called that back in the day. Before Sonetta, before all the rest of this came down, they dubbed it conscious, but it's not conscious communities. These are people that just became aware, came out of their religion, came out of this, or became better in their religion. Because it's not a conscious community. Let's get that out of our head right now. Let's get that out of the head. Conscious community do not, and I mean it, does not exist. And you're listening to somebody that said that many people said I revised or revised or revived it. Some people said I revived the conscious community. I ain't revived no conscious community. I just found a need and filled it. If my brother Shabazz and Black Dot and them wasn't doing no lectures, and Sonetta wasn't doing no lectures, or Rich didn't get into any real heavy lectures, I did it my way because I was already a promoter of conscious reggae, or quote unquote cultural reggae music. So I already found a need. I've been doing it for a long time. And I was in community. I was in the Nation of Islam. I was in the Ansarullah community. That was a community that they built, but they didn't get to build a hospital or have his own police station. We had our own security. I was in those type of community, but we didn't do what the messenger said to do, because the messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, did have hospitals. He did have banks. He did have land. He did have a trucking company. He did have planes. Now the messenger did the damn thing, and people want to dog that man out, and he did the damn thing. So look, in order for us to lead in our own field, in your field, you're going to lead in your field. You got to know what is it that you gravitate for and gravitate to, and what you are good at, or what you can become better at. Because sometimes it's not only in your numbers, it's in your bloodline. A lot of the stuff that I do is not just in my numbers, it's in my bloodline. My father was a promoter. My cousins was a promoter. I know probably some of my great-great-great-great-grandfather was probably a promoter, or had a gift of gab, or understand numbers, or understand mathematics. I can tell this because my grandmother was so much into birthdays. So I had to lead the field in what I do as far as numerology is concerned, and create numerovation. And that's just one of my talents. That's not just all. I'm quite good at being a handyman. If I wanted to get into contracting and building stuff, I could have done that. It's in my bloodline. My grandfather was a major contractor throughout Jamaica, West Indies. That he only had, so I know it's in all of you out there have the bloodline of people, great people that did some great extraordinary things. All you have to do is look back. Go back and recall and go tap into that, because all of us got it. And some of us might not be able to find our family, but if you can't find your family, I have a organization which a friend of mine who is a beautiful Black sister is one of the founders of, birthfamilysearch.org. Let me put that in the banner, birthfamilysearch.org. So say you can't find your family. Say you don't know who your bloodline. Go to this sister, contact Sister Leah Lee. I've interviewed her on my show before. I'm going to bring her back on. Leah Lee at www.birthfamily. Pardon me, I'm actually on my phone, family, so I'm actually putting it at .org. Contact my sister here. Very good sister, very down to earth, very meticulous. She's born under 13, so those people born under 13 can be very meticulous, very structured and disciplined. If you want to find out more about your own family, your bloodline, And you might find some weird stuff in there. Look, I mean, sister have find out that two siblings were married to each other and had a baby and all kinds of stuff. Two cousins. She found a lot of stuff. But you're always going to find the positive and the negative in the family. Don't think that you only had positive ancestors. Positive. I had an uncle that I heard about that used to rape women. I'm like, what the heck? When my father told me that, I'm like, what? And they was trying to tell him, and they tried to tell him, don't do that. He thought he could do that, and he got taken out. He got killed. He got killed at his shop, and it wasn't for that per se, but karma can be a biatch when it comes back to you. So, but I still wish him because I knew what's so funny about my uncle. May he rest in peace. I didn't know nothing about all this raping stuff and all his putting himself in control, trying to control women and all that. I didn't know nothing about that until after he died. But he always treated me good. He always showed me respect. So these so-called rapists and pedophiles and all that, they have a good side. But then when you find out the dirt and what they did to, your cousins or did to your auntie and all that kind of stuff, it's like, oh man, what the hell? The hell's that? And come to find out, and I think it comes from his father's side because my grandmother, and I'm showing you how this, because this is going to be in my autobiography. My grandmother had 3 different children from 3 different men, and he come from that side of the family, that man, and I know that wasn't in my grandmother's bloodline, but it had to come from his father's side. So we got to find out what's going on. Yeah. I don't think we talk about incest. You're right. We don't talk about incest in our community. There's a lot of that. It could have happened in my life. It could have happened in any one of our lives. It's crazy, but it's happened. Somebody said my brother could have a baby with my sister. She gave a baby up when she was young, adopted, and he wants to know he's 21 now. Wow, but it's real. But if you want to contact Sister Leah Lee at Birth Family Search, birthfamilysearch.org. Maybe she could be. She's very down to earth, and she really charged just a donation. She just wants you to donate. She donate to a cause. She don't even charge a big price. She just tells you to donate to her. But that's Sister Leah Lee at www.birthfamilysearch or birth search family. No, birthfamilysearch.org. Contact that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's really serious. So it's really serious, family. It's really serious because you got good sides in your bloodline and you got bad sides. And if you want to call upon the bad side, you call upon the bad side, the wicked killers in your family, to war against anybody that comes up against you. That's what you set up that altar for. Because I still have my uncle on his altar, but I knew he was a fighter. I knew he was a very good fighter. He was a former military from the England. So when I call on my uncle, I call on my uncle from his positive, his warrior side. I don't call on him for his molestation side and his crazy side that he did, because I don't want that side on me. But when I call on my uncle, I know I have thousands of ancestors around me that were warriors. That's why I'm not off subject here. I'm just trying to show people that if you want to tap or lead in your field, you got to find what's in your bloodline that's in your field that you can use. Some of y'all are great hairstylists. How many people out there are great hairstylists and doing the damn thing, or don't want to, or are not getting paid for it? They're just doing their family and all that kind of stuff. How many people are great dancers and don't want to get paid for it, but they are not teaching it, but they just want to dance because it makes them relax? This is in your family. All the greatness. And people like to call themselves great kings and queens and all that. It sounds good. That's good. However, some of y'all could be y'all could have been the greatest plumbers for Kemet, or the greatest plumber, or the greatest electricians for Kemet, or you could have come from that family line there. You could have come from those family lines. Those are the ones that you might have to tap in as electrical workers or contractors. Because I swear to you, family, when I'm doing certain work and meticulous work in my house or my family's house or friends' houses, I swear to you, my grandfather, one of my uncles, come into my mind and says, go here and do that. Go there and do that. Let's consider that that aspect of contracting, or consider that part of electricity, or consider that part of doing that, and then it works. I'm like, oh snap. But I'm listening to my spirit and moving with our spirit. So most of us have to learn to move with our spirit if you want to find or lead in your own field. By leading in your field is your talents, your field is your gifts, your field is your skills. Even if you feel it's the most mundane skill, the most low level skill ever, it's not true. Sometimes you need to think back, because we're so used to doing what we do, we forget that what we do is what we gravitate to and what we can use to make money from or create a business around. We're so used. I'm such a natural promoter. Many of y'all that follow me in IG and all that, y'all see me just post stuff and I'm promoting stuff. I'll share somebody else's stuff and they didn't even pay me for it. I'll share. That's just me as a natural promoter. Like I said, my father was a promoter. My cousins were promoters as I was growing up. So obviously I naturally picked up that blood energy, that bloodline kith and kin of being a promoter. And plus I was born in the number 5 year, and number 5, 1967 adds up to 23, which is a 5, and 5 is the year of promotion. How can that be coinky dink? How can that be coinky dink? That can't be coinky dink. That's right, your son, your son is a great artist. Want to get paid for it, and he can. Of course he can. Your son, I remember I met your son, good brothers. You got 2 good sons there, man. I think one is born on the 25th and one is born on the 11th, if I'm not mistaken, or somebody in your family born on 20th. I know you born on the 5th, Benita. Big up to Benita. Benita is usually a mod for Sonetta TV. Big up to Benita. She be modding for them. So big up to one of the moderators. She be on Trigger, boy. The mods be on Trigger, Sonetta show. So yeah, but yeah, anytime someone born under that master number, especially, or if you have master number traits, but I don't want to just delve into master number, because every number, whatever number you're born under, has the possibility to lead in their field of expertise. Any number you're born under, just like you're born under the number 5, Benita, it's just that you got to stop being scattered and all over the place and just do one thing at a time. It's not that you could not accomplish it. You just have to do one thing at a time, and then meticulously put in the work and finish what you start, because you're a Scorpion. Scorpion is connected to the number 9, and 9 is the number of completion and ending and the need to finish what you start. That's all it is. Is it rocket science? No. Is it hard? Sometimes it is for certain people. And I understand. Yeah, Benita, you know me. You came to me and visited me at Copper Vibration. I'll be back in North Carolina. I'll probably be going to North Carolina after I do the lecture on the 26th. I'm in Georgia right now, so I'm going to stop over there and hang out with Copper Vibration. So if you want to come through, let me know so we can hang out. You know what I'm saying? I got no problems with that. Copper Vibration is a good soul. And make sure y'all support Copper Vibration. Both of them born on the 26th, so they both born on that money number. But their numbers is about healing, compassion, and balance, and then it deals with money. So whatever they do has to be of healing. That's why they deal with the crystals and the stone. It has to be healing on multiple levels, and then they'll make their money with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to see if we're going to have a little thing going on at Copper Vibration. I'm going to call them because they said anytime. As a matter of fact, Bonita, go support them on the 26th. They actually releasing their new film. They got a new film that's going to be releasing on theaters. So hit them up and find out where the theater is going to be at and go support them on the 26th. I can't make it out there because I'll be speaking with Billy Carson. I'll be performing. But on the 26th of September, everybody that's in North Carolina, they're in Greensboro, but their new movie, and I remember I was there while he was editing his movie. His new movie, Copper Vibration's new movies are coming out and going to be featured on in a movie theater first, and I think they're going to go streaming it after that. But I know, please contact Copper Vibration on Instagram, Copper Vibrations on Facebook, Copper Vibrations on Twitter. Hit them up. They got a new movie about to come out. The husband and the wife produced it. I'm so proud of those two. They're leading the field in what they do, and that's one of his love, not just jewelry. He's taken his money from making jewelry, not only to take care of his family and buy property and do all this stuff, but he's created a movie for the culture. This is a brother. This is a brother and a sister team doing the damn thing. One born January 26th, the other one born June 26th. They're doing it. So respect to Copper Vibration. If you don't know who they are, go hit them up and tell them King Simon sent you. This is their website, coppervibration.com. They got some of the most greatest jewelry you'll ever see. They make it right there, Copper Vibration. I'm putting it in the chat right now, Vibration. Not in the chat either. I'm putting it in the thing, vibration.com. Hit them up, .com. And check out this stuff, man. They got a new movie coming out. I'm so proud of them. When he told me that, I was like, wow, that's, I've worked with people like Spike Lee. I used to be Spike Lee's security, worked for the security team that was over Spike Lee for the Malcolm X movie. And we That's right. That's right. That's who they are. So make sure you support them, man. Support them. Support. Whoa. Oh man, Eitan Edwards. Ooh, this is gonna be powerful. Support coppervibrations.com. Very good people. They're some of the best people you could ask. Red and Blue Pill. They're some of the best people you'll ever want to connect with, man. Best people. I'm putting their website in right now. Coppervibration.com. That is their website that I'm put up. Boom, that's them. Hit them up. They got a new culture. Support them. They got great jewelry. He'll make it right there in front of you. You tell him he make turtles and go support Copper Vibration at all times. All right, so getting back before I finish up, again, if you want to lead in your own field, you got to find what you gravitate to the most and work on building it either for your legacy or for your business. Take time to do that. Again, family, if you are not healthy mentally, physically, spiritually, in all levels, then guess what, family? You are truly a liability. You are a liability. And you have to look at the people around you, all the people that's watching, and anybody that's going to watch. Please share this video, share this video, share this video, like this video, thumb up the video, show some thumbs, and share the video because it's really important. I just wanted to point out certain things. If you are not healthy, then you are a liability. And it's not just internal health, it's spiritual health, it's mental health, because a lot of people are suffering from mental health. That's why I put my little piece of the puzzle in the mix of mental health and wrote the book Numerovation for Mental Stability. That's why I wrote that book, because I know I went through depression at a few times in my life that almost, like I said, I almost took my own life because of it. So it's very important, family, that you take the time and do that. Very important that you do that, and if develop, because the more you start to develop your mental health, the behind your mind, you develop your mind, your behind will follow. And your behind, from your mind all the way down to your behind, will follow. Your heart, everything else will start to be in line with each other. Will we thoroughly be cured or healed in this realm? More than likely not, because they're always casting those aspersions. They're always casting illusions on us. Unless we live out in the field for a generation or live back in our natural habitat, maybe we could be healed. And I'm striving, family. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, Bonita. Much love to you, sister. Thank you for throwing up that cash up. If they want to show love, it's all right. But I'm not just doing this for money. I love money. I'll be honest with you. I love, because money helps me to take care of family, take care of business, take care of things, keep on doing what I'm doing out there, writing more books and all that, and handling what, and buying land. My son just closed on some land. I'm about to close on some more land with him. We got 10 grandchildren that's manifesting. So, and another one on the way. So I got to keep this going. I got to keep on going, because I ain't working for this European. I ain't got no time to work for him. Really don't. I don't mind what they're doing in their society, but I need to build my own legacy with my family and those closest friends to me. That's why people do. You know what I'm saying? But if you do want to show some love, please, family, here it is. Here's the Cash App. Here's the PayPal. If you're in England or outside of the United States, the PayPal will work better. If you're in America, Cash App works better if you want to show some love. And family, please delve into your mind healthy wise. Delve into your mind. Find your niche. And you can do it. It takes time. But write down. And if you're born under any number, if your birthday is like the 23rd, like the person put up there, or the 5, like Benita's born on the 5, like Sonetta's born on the 6, and if your birthday is under any of those numbers, write down 10 things that you always wanted to do, or write down 23 things that you always wanted to do, or write down 5 things that you always wanted to do in your life since you was a child, and then initiate one at a time to knock those things out. Go ahead, because sometimes it takes 21 to 22 days to break a habit. And use the numbers that you're born under. So if that person that put up the 20 the same, I think that's the same day that what's it called, Kobe Bryant was born, August 23rd. If you're born on the 23rd, then say, I'm going to do this in the 23 days, 23 weeks, 23 months. Or say, I'm going to do something or manifest something the 23rd of every month or the 23rd of every other month. Give yourself 2 months or 3 months. Always use the number that you're born on, because that's a personal direct number. It's not the most important number, because all your numbers are important. Some people say the life path is the most important because life path follows you throughout your life. Some people say the destiny number. I don't get caught up in that. I just tell you, if you want to activate any of your numbers in your chart, even the month you're born, you could activate that number. Just activate it, study it, and activate it, and make it for yourself. Use it for yourself. So even if you're born on the 1st of the month, do something, manifest something on the 1st of every month, because the number 1 is your personal number that you can work with. So just say, somebody said they're born August 1st, then do something on October 1st. Manifest something. Work from September 1st all the way to October 1st. From October 1st all the way to November 1st to manifest something new. The 1st of every month. That's how you use it. Even if you're born with the 7 life path and all that, say, yo, for your life path, you're supposed to study what that life path 7 is. And if that adds any more to your personality and your other numbers connected, then use, because 7 is always about researching and digging deep. And don't take nothing on face value and seeing beyond what other people see. It's a spiritual in-depth number. So even if your life path, you find your life path, the only way you find your life path, family, is by adding the month you're born with the day you're born with the year you're born, and you find out your life path. You can break it down to the single digit, but if it adds up to one of the master numbers like 11 or 22 or 33, keep it right there. But don't forget, the lower octave of the number 11 is 2. The lower octave of the number 22 is 4. The lower octave of the number 33 is 6. The lower octave of the number 44 is 8. The lower octave of the number 55 is 10, which is a 1. The lower octave of the number 66 is a 12, which is a 3. So you got to know the lower octave will always stay there with you, regardless if you're a master number, anything, that lower octave, because most people that's born or connected to master numbers, most people that are born or connected to master numbers, let me say it again, most people that are born or connected to master numbers never was taught how to activate or at least work towards activating their master number. So they always go naturally to the lower frequency of the lesser of the 11 or the 22 or the 33 or the 44. They'll go to the 8, they'll go to the 4, they go to the 2, they go to the, that's how it happens. I try to tell people. Thank you for the Cash App share, family. Whoever sent me Cash App, I'm showing you much love. I think it's Brenda. Brenda, thank you. Wow, Brenda, thank you very much. Showing me some love, Brenda. Very appreciate you, Brenda. Thank you very much. That was very nice of you for sharing some Cash App with me. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in this morning. It's like 10 a.m., 10:01 this morning right now. It's 10 a.m. right now. I got to get ready to do some more stuff. I'm preparing for some more stuff. I'm here in Georgia. Again, family, if you're in Georgia from the 10th to the 12th of the month, the Mystic Fair, I'm going to be one of the featured speakers. I believe I'm speaking on the 11th and the 12th. That's what Sacred Seeker told me. So We're speaking on mental health, spirituality, mental health, and well-being. I'm going to come straight out of my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, but I'm going to come out of studying patterns. I'm studying patterns and sequences and cycles. I'm going to talk a little bit about my life and the patterns that I've seen in my family. And believe me, family, you see patterns. If you see mental health arising in your family or inside of you, there's a pattern that's from the bloodline too, from whether grandfather, great grandmother, grandmother, father side, mother side. Remember, you got the positive and negative of your both sides all the time. Love you too, Brenda. Thank you very much, Brenda. Very appreciate you, Cecily. I love all of y'all, to tell you the truth, because I love myself. If I didn't love myself, I wouldn't be here. I would have punked out and took my life out years ago. So obviously, I love myself, and I had to grow into it because that whole madness started from when I was young. And like I said in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, my great grandfather took his life over a woman, and my grandmother was in a mental facility. So mental stuff is in my family. So I had to put it in check. And yo, let me tell you before I get off, because I'm going to be speaking on mental health and Numerovation for mental health, yo, I was going through it. And when I asked my father, and when I started talking about my father and talking to my father, and you got to have people around you that you can talk to, that's not going to judge you. When you start saying, yo, I'm going through this and I'm going through that, some people that's going to send you to probably the suicide hotline or whatever. And don't be upset. Don't ever be afraid to go and get therapy nowadays. Sometimes you need, as long as the therapist is not offering you drugs and Ritalin and all kind of madness. I got some natural health therapists that you can deal with that I know personally that you can help. People like Natasha Dezzoni and people like MalikaAli.com. She got a great website, Malika Ali. Malika is spelled with an H, Ali.com. Great website for people that are going through mental issues and all that. She studied under Dr. Africa, Dr. Sebi Ma'a, and of course, Natasha studied under Dr. Africa and Queen of Four, and also Malika. But let me tell you, family, anytime you feel that you're going through, I was talking about my grandfather, and when I called my father, going back to that story, when I called my father and I told him what I was going through, my father said, "Yo, that sounds just like your grandfather." His father, his mother's, my great grandfather, that was his mother's father who took his life. And his name was Claude. Nobody knows his birthday, but his name, the way he spelled Claude, adds up to the master number 22. It's in my book, New Motivation for Mental Stability. It adds up to the master number 22, and 2 plus 2 equals 4. But 2, those double twos, is emotional. It's female numbers. And the 4 is a female number. And my great grandfather took his life over a female because he found out that she was fooling around behind his back. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up. When I say I can't make this up, family, I can't make this up. And all I knew was his name. I don't know his birthday. Nobody knew his birthday, but they knew his name. And that name, Claude, on how he spelt it, adds up to a number 4, I believe in the Chaldean system or the Pythagorean, one of those systems. And when I seen that 22-4, I knew what it was. I knew it was true. I knew it was definitely over. When he said, my father said it was over a woman, his wife fooling around with one of the plumbers, the damn plumber, the carpenter. I can't make this up. I'm not laughing at that situation, but them plumbers, boy, them people that come and fix your stuff, fix your women's houses, you got to be careful of them. Just saying. I heard about you plumbers back in the day, and I almost became a plumber. So I used to work with a friend of our family, that was a plumber. Come to find out, this is how crazy it was. This is how crazy it is. And this is going to be in my book. This is how crazy it is. The same plumber or contractor that I worked with since I was a young person. I was working because they wanted me to get a job, and I was getting paid probably a certain. He was just paying us what he wanted to pay us. The same plumber or same contractor, I won't even say his name, that I worked with was the same man that that cheated with my grandfather's wife, my great grandfather's wife. He was an older guy that cheated with my great grandfather's wife, and my great grandfather hung himself. That's what I found out later on. Crazy. I'm working with this man that cheated with my grandfather's wife, who wasn't my great grandmother. She wasn't my great grandmother, but she was somebody he married. Cheated with my great grandfather's wife. My great grandfather takes his life. I'm working with this man as a child. I can't make this stuff up. This is some weird ish. But I found out later. After he died, I found out about it later. I was like, what the heck is going on? Yes, plumber. Yes, square one plumber. Yeah, from Barbados. Square one is from Barbados. So plumber. Yeah, square one. But I'm telling you, family, I can't make this up. But again, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in. Again, I'll be speaking at this place at so make sure you get the website. You go to TassiliRaw.com. That's TassiliRaw.com. The website is at the bottom. I'll be speaking there on mental health, numerovation for mental health and spiritual well-being and all that. Also on the 12th, I have Dr. Alicia Watkins coming in. Dr. Alicia is coming in, relationship coach and licensed therapist. The alarming state of black love. I may have a co-host. I might see if Alicia, if Aisha want to come back on. She's been going through her ups and downs, so I just kept her at a certain distance and let her do her thing. But she's still, me and her are still quite good friends. Also, interesting. Also, don't forget, Billy Carson will be at Altar Candy. Altar Candy, hosted by Shaw Bates, Blue Pill, Amber, Hassan, Sacred Secret. And I will be the guest performer there, one of the guest performers. That's right, Simon Anthony Brown Templar, aka King Simon, 90s reggae dancehall artist, performing live and direct at this Altar Candy. I'll be there with Billy Carson with my wings on, having a good ass time. I'm trying to tell you. All right. Of course, want to big up Susie Script editing services. Those that are authors and you want to find your author inside of you, contact the sister. She's an editor and she can help you make your book or your children's book or whatever book you want to produce. She can make your stuff sound good. She's for authors, journalists, bloggers, whatever. She can help you. Give her a call on that number, 914-361-9467, 914-361-9467. Also, you can hit her up on the email at susies.scripts11@gmail.com. You want to spread love? Spread love! Ba-ba-da. There's my Cash App. There's my PayPal. Spread love, family. Also, big up to Camille Orta. If you want to find out more about real estate, buying your own real estate, 718-916-9129. That's 718-916-9129. Also, Pedalwise. Make sure you support Pedalwise. Women, you got fibroids. You found out you have fibroids. You want to reverse the effects of fibroids and tumors and certain things going on in your vaginal area or your breast area. Contact pedalwise.com and tell them King Simon sent you, and use the coupon code, 10% off coupon code. That's King 2021. That's King 2021. Show them some love, and tell them King Simon sent you. Better Health Shop. I don't know if they're coming back aboard, but enough respect to them. Make sure you show them some love. They got some great products. They got the monatomic gold, the colloidal silver. They got the DE for detoxification of your colon. They got also the they got, of course, the sea moss. They got burdock root. Make sure you hit them up. This is their website, betterhealthshop.etsy.com. That's betterhealthshop.etsy.com. 1-800-820-7822. That's 1-800-820-7822. Please text them or email them or call them for consultation about their products. They do consulting about the products that they sell, and that's good when you have people that do that for you. All right. Also, Lloyd Strayhorn's classes, baby. Take Lloyd Strayhorn beginners class and intermediate class. Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. That's Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Also, you could take my class. I already got it. It's already pre-taped and everything is already uploaded. 8 hours. Holistic Numerovation. Once you buy it, it's yours. You can listen and watch it to your convenience. That's up to you. Just make sure you have a pen and paper, because I'm going through a lot in 8 hours. Believe that. You can stop and come back. It's $222.22 for 8 hours of information. I give books. I give all of that in between all of that, and we break it all down. Don't forget, my book and Lloyd's book is top ranked top 100, ranked amongst the top 100 numerology books of all time. This book, Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated, is ranked 30. Lloyd's book, the first one, Numbers Are Simple, Numbers and You, is ranked number 8. And his book, Lloyd's Book of Numbers, is ranked number 32, right behind mine. So, hey, we doing what we got to do to make it happen. These are my books. If you want to get my books, you could go to Amazon and get every one of them, all 3 of them, and I got 6 more to write. But if you want a faster link to get to it, please go to my Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator, and you'll get direct link to all my books, all my websites, and everything else that you need. If you want to do a consultation session, please text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. If you live outside of the United States, please, please, please use WhatsApp. Please, please, please use WhatsApp. If you live in Canada, if you live in England, if you live in the Caribbean, wherever you live outside of the United States, as long as it's not a territory of the United States like Puerto Rico and U.S. Virgin Islands, you can call me directly or text me directly. But please, if you live outside of the United States, please text me via WhatsApp. It's easy, it's free, it's good. All right. And of course, I'm going to always do it for myself also. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors or myself on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views, opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. I'm trying to help support the sponsors because they may not support my views. I never know, but they do love and respect me. That's why they advertise with me. Parental guidance is advised. Let's close out with prayer, family. I want to thank each and every one of you that came on. I want to thank each and every one of you that came on. I want to thank each and every one of you that came on, family. Please, please, please. Let's say Dr. Blair's prayers together. Let's close out. We should never close out and leave without a prayer. I don't think any show should leave without a meditation, affirmation, or prayer. Dr. Blair made this a prayer, made this an affirmation. And if you want to support Dr. Blair's legacy, go to www.themetacenter2.com. That's www.themetacenter2.com. Get his books, get his Faraday tech, get his magnets, get his diodes. Support Dr. Blair. All right. Everybody take a deep breath. If you're laying down, take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth 3 times. Let's say this prayer. 1. Inhale through your nose. 2. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. 3. Last time. That was it. Okay? Let's say it together. Ready? Charlie. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. We're going to say it in a whole perspective, family. You can take a picture of this prayer if you want to keep it with you on your phone. Take a snapshot of this prayer if you want to keep it on your phone. Take a snapshot of this prayer. Keep it with you. This is Dr. Blair's exclusive prayer that he gave to us. One more time, let's say it in a whole fashion, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Please, universal creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our souls to receive only truth and your love now. Love you, Dr. Blair. Love you for all you've done. Thank you. I don't care what people are trying to say about you after you've gone and passed on and doing your thing, but I know what you meant to me, and I know what you meant to many others, Dr. Blair. Please rest in forever great power and travel with those ancestors that you know are the ancient extraterrestrials out there. So I know you really got abducted now. You are with the ancestors traveling and doing your thing. Enough respect to Dr. Blair wherever he is. I love you, family. Stay focused. Stay out of trouble, stay healthy, and remember, family, remember. Like I said, this was the topic that we spoke of. If you are not healthy, then you are a liability, and please lead in your field, in your talents, and your gifts, and all that you have to offer in this earth. Do not go to the grave without sharing your gifts, your skills, and talent, because the graveyard is the richest place on the earth. Not the diamond mines, not the gold mines. None of that is the rich place. the graveyard, because like Les Brown says, people have gone to their grave without revealing their talents and their gifts and their skills. All right? I love you. I respect you. I honor all of you because I love and honor myself. Peace.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovation. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now.